We're going to discuss one more type of pop-up that you might find useful when you need to display some simple text. So you don't need to display an entire topic. You don't need fancy formatting, graphics, audio, video. It's called the text-only pop-up, and we're going to apply it to some text in one of our topics. Here we are in our How to Use LDC Flash project. We're going to expand the Managing Your Account section of the TOC and double-click Changing Plans. So here's some information about changing plans, and you can see the two words here, subscription type. We're just going to click and drag across those. Wouldn't it be nice if we could temporarily display just some simple text that outlines the different types of subscriptions here? Well, in that case, a text-only pop-up is ideal. So all we need to do now with our text already selected is go to the Insert menu where you'll find Text-Only Pop-Up. And there's a keyboard shortcut for it, Control, Alt, and P. So when we click it, we get this little sticky note kind of square where we can type in our text. The text doesn't already exist in our project. We simply enter it here. So let's do some point forms here. We'll put in a dash, type in standard monthly, leave a space and a dash and a space, standard annual, again a space, a dash, and another space, and we'll get into premium subscriptions. All right, so it's very plain, no formatting at this point, just simple text. And when we click outside of the pop-up, notice that our text that we highlighted now appears as a hyperlink. So if we want to test this out, we could regenerate it. Let's just save our changes and preview it instead using our keyboard shortcut Control W. So there it is, changing plans. There's our link, and when we click it, you can see that very plain text that appears in our text-only pop-up. So we'll click outside of it and close up our preview. And just so you know, there are some properties that we can manipulate. So let's go back to our selected text here, subscription type, and right-click. And from here, you'll notice you have access to some text pop-up properties. We could also remove it if we no longer needed it, but we're going to access the properties by clicking Text Pop-Up Properties. Now from here you can see the actual text. So if you needed to make changes to the text itself, here's where you do that. And in fact, let's just go in here and put each one on its own line. So we'll just move in front of the dashes, and then we'll add some additional information to the end of premium subscriptions. Now we can format this. There is some simple formatting by choosing fonts and colors. Let's just scroll up through our text to highlight it or select it. And if we wanted to, we could change the size. Let's go up to 10 points. We'll leave the color at black, but we could change the color if we needed to. And instead of changing the color of our text, let's change the color of the background. There is an option there as well. So for the background color, we'll go to maybe a brighter yellow that's closer to the lynda.com colors. And when we click OK, we'll save our changes, deselect our text, and Control W allows us to preview it. We'll click the link to see what that looks like. That's a little easier to read, the larger font, brighter background, looks great. Deselect it by clicking anywhere outside the text-only pop-up and close up the preview. So that's just one other type of pop-up. If you don't need fancy formatting, you don't need graphics or the ability to add other media, whether it be audio or video, for example, you might consider using the text-only pop-up.